Let's get over to John Kelly, who has done a tremendous job at Abington Heights with that softball team. And, John, welcome in this morning.
Good morning, John. Thanks for having us on.
Well, more positive stuff out of your group there at Abington Heights. Let's talk about how this season has gone for the Lady Comets.
It started off a little slow with, as you know, we lost Catherine Ann Kopinski, who was our, reigning league player of the year, was out for 4 weeks. So we had a little adjustment early on, struggled a little bit, but really are starting to play very well right now. And, looking forward to the playoffs start next week.
And as far as your team, let's talk a little bit about some of the experience you have coming back and then some of the youthful players that have come in and done a nice, admirable job.
We have Megan McGinley, who's our starting pitcher, who's a senior now. Cassidy Bartkowski, who's a 4-year starting player, is our shortstop. Another senior, Nadia Solon, who's having a great year. Our second baseman is a senior. But other than that, we have a very young team. We start a freshman in center field, sophomore at third base, sophomore at first base. So we got some youth mixed in with that experience.
John Kelly from Abington Heights, as we talk about the softball program. Coming into the season, your quote in our magazine said, we got to replace the whole outfield. How has that worked out for you?
It's been great. We really were nervous going out. It's different when you're replacing maybe one player, two. When you're replacing an entire outfield and you have a starting center fielder who's a freshman, we were a little nervous, but through the season, they've only committed one error after 14 games, so they've done an outstanding job. And Bailey White is one of the best center fielders I've seen. She's a freshman. You're going to hear a lot about her in the years to come.
Well, you talk about the playoffs. They're right around the corner for you as well. Let's talk about some of the competition. You're going to face 5A, correct?
5A, yes. There's Wallenpaupack, who has a great team. North Pocono, who beat us early in the season. Southern Lehigh, who I don't really know too much about. Pittston, who we know very well, who we've played the last 2 years, once in 4A and once in 5A in the district final. So we know what a quality team they are, and they're well coached. So I think it's wide open this year. I think, I wouldn't be surprised to see any team make it to the final. And we're playing well right now, and hopefully we can carry it into the playoffs.
Well, John, you and the coaching staff continue to do a great job there for the Comets, and we appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you in the next couple of weeks with the ladies, all right?
Thanks again, John. Thanks for everything you do for our local athletes.
All right, you got it. John Kelly, the head coach for the Abington Heights Lady Comet softball program. Again, a top, win the division. Now those 5A playoffs. It's going to be a pretty good grind. As he said, Paupack and Pittston, you talk about North Pocono pulling off the win against them. So, again, should be very, very competitive. Well, it is a beautiful rainy day here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Keep your chin up. And, of course, we look forward to having some better weather next week, that's for sure, as we get later into May here. The playoffs heating up. Boy, those District 2 track and field championships had to battle the weather all week long, but we're going to talk with a couple of student athletes that have done tremendous stuff in their career and what they're all about. That's coming up our way here on the John Mendola Show. We're going to head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Jen Ricky Loophole break. Like a good neighbor, Jen Ricky Loophole in Dunmore is there. We'll be back on WILK.